So, hey guys, welcome back. Today we're just gonna do a really low-key video and we're gonna focus on reading. So, I hope that a lot of you guys read, and if you haven't, I hope that sometime in the future you find that this is really actually such a pleasant and solid habit, especially as you grow up. So today we're gonna do my top 5 books you have to read in your 20s. So I'm just 24, but then I believe that these books are some of the best in their genres, and it's really my go-to recommendations. So yeah, let's start. Boom. Number 1, my top go-to recommendation is The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. So I'm a huge Mitch Albom fan. It's a novel about an old guy, very endearing and heartfelt story about him and his journey after he died. So yeah, it's fiction and it's such a pleasant read. I haven't heard anyone not love this book after I've recommended it to them. So yeah, I'll just put the price below. Next, we have The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up. Okay, so this book is, I know, like super known and super common already, and it's super hyped up, and rightfully so, honestly, because personally I also very much like the way that the author writes. It's kind of like a compilation, I guess, of his vlogs and case studies, different stories, different beliefs that he has, and different insights and what he's learned throughout all of his experiences. So I get that it's not everyone's cup of tea, especially when you start reading it, and I guess it's very profane also, but I really love the book. It kind of set a fire under me and it kind of motivated me. It also helped me realize that there's really no use or no point in sweating the small stuff, especially when you spiral out of control, when you get too overwhelmed. So yeah, pretty much we have limited number of to give, and you don't want to be spending it on stuff that don't really align with your values. So I really recommend this book, especially in a time of your life that you're trying to hash out your values and belief system, and it's also very easy to read and entertaining for me. Next, this is a classic and I'm pretty sure you've heard it before also. It is actually a children's book, The Little Prince. So as far as I know, the original story of this is in French. So this book is really one of those timeless tales that everyone knows and everyone's heard of, and it's a classic. So it's very profound in its own way because it's really easy to read, to understand, and at surface level you won't really see why people would like really love and recommend this. But as I've said, it's really profound. So when you really go deeper into the meaning in the chapters and the paragraphs and the quotes, you're really gonna fall in love with the simplicity and how seeing things in a different set of fresh eyes can really make so much of a difference. The Little Prince, something that you have to have in your future home. Alright, so now we have another self-help book, and it's Ikigai, the Japanese secret to a long and happy life. So not gonna lie, I haven't actually finished this. Like, I'm probably like 3/4 of the way done, but I already know that I love this book so much because I really love the words that I'm learning, the concepts, the terms that they have in Japanese. And there's a part that I really love also, which is the power of flow. So especially now in this time of lockdown, and there's a lot of drawn out periods where we have so much downtime and it can feel so lethargic, this is such a nice book with the simplicity of the lessons, but also the deep impact that it will have in your day-to-day routines. And I really love the concept of an Ikigai. So for those of you who don't know, this is pretty much what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you're good at. So the intersection of all of these is your Ikigai. And that's such a beautiful concept that really has no translation in any other language. So this is a compilation of case studies, lessons, and experiences that I'm sure everyone will find meaningful and they can apply it in their own lives. And the last book, I'm just gonna flash it over here because I lent my copy out to my friend, is another self-help book, but it's not your ordinary run-of-the-mill self-help book because it's somewhat psychological but also just very practical. The best place to work. I remember the power of failing, how we should really seek out failure, and then game theory is also there. There's also how ultimately it's your successes that will stand out in the long run, and the most renowned geniuses really failed a lot, and people will just remember them for their best works. It really teaches you the type of work environment and the values in the workplace that you'd want to have present, especially at a time that we're all trying to get employed, I hope, and that we all want to seek out the best opportunity for growth and for career acceleration. It's nice to also keep in mind the insights and the most important values that your future company or workplace should have or ought to have. So yeah, that's it for me. Those are my top 5 books to read in your 20s, and I hope you guys at least pick one of these up. Let me know in the comments what your favorite book is, and see you in the next video. Peace. Oh, the book that I left downstairs. God damn. Health. Sorry. Cut. Okay, finally, book. Okay, now. Cut. Okay.